So around a year ago, I platinumed Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, and for the whole year, all of you guys have been asking me to do its DLC, which is Five Nights at Freddy's Ruin. So yeah, today is finally day where I'm going to 100% complete it. Now, FNAF RUIN doesn't have a platinum trophy or any trophies at all, but there's still a lot for us to focus on, like collecting 45 collectibles, finding out Bonnie's secret, and completing all 3 endings. And most importantly, getting familiar with the story so we can tackle Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic. But before we get started, I want to tell you guys about this new game called Crystal of Atlas that dropped globally on May 28th on mobile, PlayStation, and PC. It's a magic punk MMO action RPG in this floating world full of wild cities, ancient tech, and these mysterious crystals that power everything. You play as an adventurer in this guild, and you're basically thrown into this big conspiracy world, uncovering the secrets of Atlan. There's different game modes for you and your friends to get into, such as PvE, PvP, and dungeons. The usual MMO stuff, but with way more style, like intense real-time flashy combat, with a multi-class system, so you're not just locked into one. You could try different builds and switch things up and really find your playstyle, such as a fighter or a magician. And in case I didn't mention before, this game is completely free. So yeah, if you're into MMOs or just want to try something new to grind with your friends, you guys can check out the download link in my description. It's completely free, so you might as well check it out. Thank you to Crystal of Atlan for sponsoring this video, and let's get back to exploring the destroyed secrets of the Pizzaplex. Kicking things off, our story begins with the destroyed Pizzaplex, as it has been revealed that the Mega Pizzaplex was destroyed due to an earthquake, where we are quickly introduced to our protagonists. Who the hell is this?
Gregory?
Whoa.
Gregory? You there?
Is Cassie Gregory's sister, or like... Okay. This is Cassie, who is Gregory's good friend, and was called here to go on a manhunt to go find him. And of course, with Gregory nowhere to be seen, we are set off on our journey, coming across a flashlight. Got this flashlight, now I can see my dad overdosed on fentanyl properly. Using this flashlight, I guide my way through the destroyed building until I make my way to the next room and I find my next tool, the Roxy talkie, where we can hear Gregory calling for help.
Gregory? I got your message. Where are you?
Help! Something grabbed me! It won't let me go! You have to find me! I'm trapped in the sinkhole under the raceway!
Gregory lets us know that our objective is to come save him from a sinkhole that's all the way down in Roxy Raceway. Making my way to find Gregory, I end up in a vent, which brings me to this destroyed Pizzaplex kitchen. Ew! Ew! These are all like the roaches and maggots that crawl out of my foreskin at 3 a.m. Okay. Inside the kitchen, I also come across someone awfully familiar. Who's this asshole? Oh god. She's still bad as hell though. I ain't gonna cap, she's still baddie though. Is that ass still perking though? Shit, that ass still perking though. Is this, what is this? My father's hand? This is like when I go to his dead grave, I'm like, Happy Father's Day, and he's sticking his hand out. Son, is that you? Joking. Not much longer after seeing Chica, I come across another useful tool called a Fazer wrench. Oh, hell yeah!
It's just like my dad's.
It ain't like my dad's though. Joking. It seems that Cassie's father was a former employee at Fazbear working as a technician, but there's not much that we know about him. Essentially, this Fazer wrench is a tool that we need to complete puzzles to unlock doors and progress throughout the story. Moving forward, we are then attacked by the destroyed Monty Gator. Oh, son of a bitch! Okay, alright, which knocks me down into Monty Golf. Arriving in Monty Golf, I am given a familiar mask by the staff bot. This is the Vanny mask. Putting it on gives Cassie access to the AR world, which introduces us to Helpy. He is going to be Cassie's assistant while wearing the mask throughout the game. By equipping the Vanny mask, Cassie is able to use the AR world and access many things that she can't see in the real world, like security nodes. The mask can also allow Cassie to pass through certain objects in the real world, which prove to be fake objects that typically act as bridges in the AR world. But if you wear the mask for a prolonged time, you will be met face to face with someone familiar to Glitch Trap named the Entity. The Entity basically follows Cassie through her journey of saving Gregory, and his objective is to just, stop Cassie. And as I mentioned before, wearing the mask gives us access to security nodes. In order to save Gregory, our objective throughout this whole game is to shut down every single security node, which we will see throughout this entire story. Another thing this AR mask gives us access to is finding collectibles that you usually wouldn't be able to find in the real world. For the 100%, I need to find all 30 AR collectibles as well as 15 regular presents scattered throughout the game. Now, these collectibles don't fucking matter, like, at all, because there's no trophies associated with it, but it only feels right because of this channel that I 100% this game and get all the collectibles for you guys, for my awesome viewers. But there is actually one set of collectibles that do matter, and these are the wet floor signs. Alright, first one deactivated. Just like my father, you have been eliminated. Okay. In total, there are 27 wet floor signs I need to find in order to unlock a secret part of the game that you are not going to want to miss later in this video. While exploring Monty Gulf, Helpy lets us know that there are these camera stations that we can find. These camera stations allow the basic function of, allowing me to access security cameras. It's Five Nights at Freddy's. Some cameras also allow you to use an intercom to lure animatronics away, using audio. Most importantly, there are 4 camera stations that can be found in Chapter 1, 3, 5, and 7. These camera stations have secret cameras that give you access to an underground look of the Pizzaplex. And finding all these cameras will give me access to the secret ending, which is one of the 3 endings that I will be completing in this video. After escaping Monty Gulf by disabling the remaining security nodes, I make my way to the Superstar Daycare. Hey, stupid! Hey, you got small nuts, buddy. Yeah, how does it feel to have small nuts, buddy? Where we are introduced to the daycare attendant who seems to have been taken control of by the entity.
I am trapped in a gap! Reboot! We need to be whole!
You want me to reboot you? With this?
Lights on! Lights on! Turn generators on!
Sun and Moon appear to be fighting for control over their own body, which gives us the objective of finding and turning on every generator and successfully rebooting the daycare attendant to free him from the entity's control. After turning on the last generator, the lights turn on and the daycare attendant is saved by using Cassie's little remote control thing that we were given. Moon, which is, Sun's evil side, tries to make one last attempt to take over, but fails, having them merge into one being named Eclipse, which is the animatronic safety mode. Oh, what is he doing? He's like mutating into my father. Why, hello there. Hi.
Warning, warning. Child in danger. Safety
Uh-oh.
active.
Well, how are you flying?
Be in here, it's dangerous. I need to clean up before we can open in the morning. Oh, this place will be flooded with kids. Come back soon and have a Fazerific day.
See ya. After saving Mr. Daycare, we enter the Fazbear Theater, which features a giant endoskeleton climbing in its mouth. This then leads me to a ride which takes me to the Monty catwalks, where the Monty boss fight happens in Security Breach. Our objective at this point is to get out of the Monty catwalks by deactivating the security nodes, as this will lead me to the maintenance room and then Roxy Raceway to find Gregory. While exploring the catwalks, we learn that Helpy is able to basically give Cassie these breaks from the entity through these portals in the AR world.
What?
Okay.
What happened?
What just happened? I took care of it. Okay, so bro can just take care of it whenever he wants. Gotcha.
With my help, I have been helping with the signal jammer. That rabbit thing won't bother me anymore.
Helpy is able to do this by activating a jammer signal in the Vanny network. After completing the catwalks and finding all collectibles in the area, it's revealed that the entity has came up with his own counter to the signal jammer called an AR inhibitor. And that's my father. Since he died, he turned into an evil glitch monster who haunts her foreskin, which will either kick Cassie out of the AR world or keep her fully locked in depending on how he feels. After traveling through the destroyed Pizzaplex and disabling more security nodes, I make my way to Roxy Raceway, where we come face to face with Roxy for the first time. Oh, Roxy!
Poor Roxy.
She bad though, she bad as hell.
Who's there?
Never mind, I lied.
You can't hide from me.
What the hell happened to her face? She got poop smeared on her face.
No! Gregory, run! Roxy's after you! Gregory, are you there?
Cassie, I'm okay. I found a spot to hide.
And she is still extremely mad at Gregory for taking her eyes. As we move on through Roxy Raceway, deactivating story nodes, we encounter a dog like Monty. Whoa. Is it my dog? Is that Crowley? Crowley, what the hell are you doing? I didn't know you were in FNAF RUIN, Crowley, what the hell? And after breaking his ankles for a few minutes, making sure to not touch the water so we don't get electrocuted, this happens. Nope, you can't catch me. Sorry, Crowley. Crowley! Sorry, Crowley! Oh, can't catch me. Sorry, Crowley! Sorry, Crowley! Joking? Are we dead ass, bro? Yep. That's some nice spray. I love that. Yep. Uh-oh. What's happening to Crowley? And they're killing him. Alright. After witnessing Monty face the same fate that my father did, I make my way back to Roxy Raceway, making sure to avoid Roxy because she doesn't realize that Cassie is down here. Since she doesn't have eyes, she thinks Gregory is the one that's on the loose, so she's trying to kill Cassie, thinking, you know, she's Gregory. But as we escape her, we learn something huge.
Give me back my eyes!
Ah! Let go! Let go!
Sorry. Error.
Roxy attacked Cassie, but didn't go through it entirely. This is because while we explore Roxy's raceway, we learned that Cassie had a birthday party at the Pizzaplex on the 11th of an unknown month, and no one showed up to her birthday except for Roxy and Freddy. So despite Roxy being taken over by the entity, she still clearly has a heart for the ones that she loves. Moving on, Helpy tells us if we want to make it to the sinkhole under Roxy Raceway to save Gregory, we need to complete 2 new objectives of deactivating the security nodes in Bonnie Bowl and Fazer Blast. As we deactivate the nodes in Bonnie Bowl, we come across a new threat. What are these little shits over here? Little music men. Turns out these little shits running around are mini music men with only one goal: to turn my butt cheek skin off and use them as earmuffs. Oh shit, oh fuck, oh hell no. Oh my god! Alright, I just got gangbanged by a bunch of music men. Alright, so as I deactivated the security nodes, I had to make sure to lure away the little music dicks by using a camera station with an audio lure. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, finding every wet floor sign in the AR world would unlock a pretty awesome secret within Bonnie Bowl. And if this game had trophies, this for sure would definitely be one. After finding and collecting all the wet floor signs, the last one appears in part of the bowling alley. But I had one small issue. Yeah, look, it shows that it's right here. What? I think Did my game break? So as you guys can see, the last wet floor sign is not appearing for me, and I did not understand what was going on. Turns out that this game is super buggy when it comes to the wet floor signs, and there has been multiple reports of the game not counting certain wet floor signs. So I thought I was screwed, because even knowing there is chapter select in this game, going back and replaying those chapters do not count your collectibles that you previously got. I didn't think I was going to be able to get this secret, and I really wanted to. There's nothing I can do. Oh well. Shitty game. Whatever. Piece of Huck 2A game for. And because of this, I was starting to lose hope. I did not think I was going to be able to get this secret without replaying the whole game, which I refused to do. But then I had an insane realization. Did one of the wet floor signs not work? Wait. Did we just waste all that goddamn time for one of the wet floor signs to not work? So it turns out I just wasted like 2 hours when I made a simple goddamn mistake. None of the wet floor signs glitched. I'm just really stupid and I missed one. I might have just wasted all that time, by the way, for that to be the last floor sign. And if I did, I want everyone in this chat to call me a goddamn idiot if this works. All of that. We did all of that. We wasted like 25 minutes. I complained and I sat here saying, oh, I'm not gonna be able to get the Bonnie this, the Bonnie that. With all the wet floor signs collected after a very confusing, frustrating few hours, we get access to the secret tunnel where the biggest secret in all of FNAF Ruin is revealed. That, and here he is, my dead father. It's been a while since I've seen you, my good sir. Wow. You really got his shit smushed in, huh? So is this why Glamrock Bonnie wasn't in Security Breach? This is what remains of Glamrock Bonnie. And as you guys can see, he is clearly out of commission. And I know what you're probably wondering. What happened? Well, that's what I'm going to go over now. Or at least try. I don't have like all the evidence on these theories, but if I had to guess, this is what happened to Bonnie. I'm going to assume that Monty destroyed Glamrock Bonnie so that he could replace him and become a part of the main show with the other Glamrock animatronics. A reason I would have to guess this is because there's also maintenance logs that speak of Bonnie's disappearance, and his last sighting was him entering Monty's Gator Golf. So like, it only makes sense that he went into the Gator Golf, got his ass kicked by Monty, and then Monty hid Bonnie's body to prevent it from being repaired, because once a body gets damaged, they're supposed to be put in the parts and service, but as you can see, that Bonnie was definitely not put in the parts and service. So it's very clear that Monty kicked the shit out of Bonnie and left his rotting foreskin body to be dead without anybody knowing. I mean, rip a real one for real. Teabag, yeah, suck my ass. How does it feel? You sucking it through a straw, Bonnie? Joking. Moving on, Cassie makes her way to Fazer Blast, which is Glamrock Freddy's domain. So you can guess who we had to come toe-and-toe with. What is this? My dead father?
Freddy!
Whoa! Uh-oh, boss fight?
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, boss fight. Alright. Whoa. Oh, shit. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. There's definitely a collectible I gotta get over here. Oh, fucking shit. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. There's not that much that goes on with encountering Freddy, as I was able to escape him pretty quickly, which brings us back to Roxy's party garage above the sinkhole, where we are informed that there is only one last security node we need to activate in order to save Gregory.
Almost. There's still one node left that's keeping the underground sealed.
Where?
Roxy's the final node. You need to deactivate her.
But
Deactivate her and save me. Save me, Cassie, please. It's so dark down here.
And that's right, the last node we need to deactivate is Roxy, in a devastating scene where Roxy remembers Cassie and her birthday party.
Cassie. Cassie.
you remember me?
Your special day. I remember. Your special day. Do you still like carrot cake? It has been some time since I saw you last. If I remember correctly, it is on the 11th. I remember because you are number 1. Twice. Have you booked your party? I'm sure your friends will show up this time. Cassie? What are you doing?
Sorry.
I love carrot cake. Happy birthday, Cassie.
Roxy. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Damn, that's kind of sad. F in the chat for Roxy. No more Alfonso Baconators from her ever again. Taste my nuts for real. With Roxy sacrificed, we can finally move on and save Gregory. Descending into the sinkhole, I get through a series of caves, which eventually leads us to where the burn trap ending took place in Security Breach. I also come across my last collectible needed for the 100%. Oh, this is my last collectible, chat. This is the last collectible. Last collectible. Yay! Every single collectible is now in my possession. Here's all the collectibles, chat. Am I goated? After finding my last collectible, I also find this old mascot named Candy Cadet, which you guys may recognize from FNAF 6 and from Help Wanted 2. Using our Faz tokens we found around the map, we were able to unlock a story from Candy, which he goes on to explain is a story about a monster that is able to mimic the actions of others.
There was a monster in the woods, but the mother caught it and kept it locked in the basement. The monster always made scary noises at night, but the mother would tell the boy not to worry because it could never get out. Then she would sing the boy a lullaby to sleep. One day, the monster stopped growling and instead listened and learned the lullaby. The next day, when mother went out to find food, the monster sang the lullaby from the basement. The little boy heard the lullaby and opened the door.
After hearing this interesting story, I reached the near bottom of the facility where the full identity of the entity is revealed. This fat, glitchy fat ass is a security system, part of something called Mexis. And since we spent the whole game shutting down all the security nodes, Cassie is able to shut down the entity for good. And right after that happens, we hear Gregory calling for us as Cassie explains she cannot get him due to a wall of concrete having her trapped. I figured out immediately what I had to do, so after solving this puzzle and getting through this trap, we are now able to save Gregory. Or so we thought.
You saved me. You saved me.
Gregory? I'm Gregory.
Whoa!
You're not Gregory. What are you?
I'm Gregory.
Wait, so did they kill...
Get out of here! Run!
Roxy saves the day and move? What is this, the Avengers? Whoa. Don't worry, Cassie, I got you ending. What is this shit? So yeah, as you guys can see, in an insane turn of events, Gregory isn't actually Gregory. The voice Cassie has been hearing this whole time is somebody called the Mimic, which is the monster that Candy Cadet was talking about in this story. Now, with the release of FNAF Secret of the Mimic, it feels appropriate to wait until I drop that video before I go to explicit detail about the Mimic and who he truly is. So you guys can expect a full detailed explanation on him once I release that video. But all we know right now is that this animatronic is some sort of AI that is able to mimic his victims. And with that, he was able to contact Cassie and manipulate her into coming to the Pizzaplex so she could become his next victim. By this point, all that's left to cover in this game are the endings, and as I mentioned before, there are 3. So the first one I will be covering is the scooper ending. In order to get the scooper ending, I had to locate 4 camera stations, which I mentioned at the beginning of the video. Doing this turns the Mimic from his default self to whatever this fat-ass elephant is that I'm looking at. What the fuck is that? Being chased by the Mimic leads us to this elevator, and past the elevator is a secret scooping room that can only be opened if you successfully get the ending requirements. I can't run any faster than this shit. I gotta get the fuck out of here! Go! 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 I'm running, chat. Where the fuck did... Where did I... Hello? Oh, shit, okay. Time to bounce him. Did I just tear gas myself? What did I just do? What did I do? Oh! Oh! Oh, we got turned into my father! What a fucking ending! That was the scooper room from security. Fucking sister location. The scooper ending, in my opinion, is one of the best endings in this DLC, but we're still not done because going back to the chase sequence brings us to an interesting ending, also known as the Brazil ending. This ending is really weird, but the reference is actually super cool. If you disobey Gregory's orders, one running through the cave, you'll make it to this cutout area, and if you walk through the cutout, this happens. Oh!
I'm okay. I found a spot to hide.
Oh? I don't get that ending. What does that mean? I don't even understand that. This alternate ending leads Cassie to a glitched Fredbear cutout where she can use the Vanny mask again, resulting in a hallucination of a happy scene with Gregory, Vanessa, and Helpy on a hill. The reason why this ending is called Brazil is because it's a reference to the 1985 movie Brazil, where the protagonist of the movie escapes into a delusional, happy fantasy world. And lastly, the default ending, which is definitely the least expected ending to happen, and it's the best, and I'm going to show you why. But before we can go over the default ending, there's just one small issue. When you unlock the secret ending, it legit locks you out from being able to get the default ending, which means I was going to have to replay the whole game in order to just get the regular ending, which of course I was not going to be doing because and it doesn't matter because I made the biggest brain decision of all time. I decided to grab my brother's PS5 because he of course has FNAF RUIN completed, meaning I would be able to finish the default ending through his PS5. I grabbed his PS5. We got it right here. But there was still one remaining issue. My brother didn't even know if he had the game save or if he deleted it, meaning I could be doing all this for his PS5 to not even have the proper data we need, and I would have to rebeat the entire game. Did you beat Ruin on the PS5 version of Security Breach or the PS4 version? You don't even know. Got it. So after installing the game, this was the moment of truth to see if we can complete the default ending or not. If the Mimic is in his regular form, that means my brother came in clutched and saved this entire video. Yes, I can get the normal ending! Bro, Damien came in clutch! W, brother! So yeah, my brother came in major clutch, allowing me to finish this ending luckily. So after following Gregory's orders and making my way to the elevator to escape the Mimic, like Gregory had promised, this happens. Wow, it really is the Mimic.
Cassie, it's me. I think I need to explain a few things. You were never supposed to go to the Pizzaplex. That thing in the sinkhole tricked you. I really don't know what it is, but it's been trapped down here a really long time. The Mex's security program was designed to keep it hidden, but you shut down the security. And now it's free. It's not your fault. I know you did it for me, to save me. But we can't risk being followed. I'm sorry.
Gregory? No!
What? What an asshole! Wait, so Gregory just got her killed? In an unexpected turn of events, bro, Gregory, who promised to save our life from the Mimic, goddamn lied, plunging Cassie super deep into the sinkhole, meaning Cassie sacrificed her life for nothing. But with that, the story of Ruin is complete. I got all the collectibles, finished all the endings, and even got the Bonnie secret, which just leaves us with a couple unanswered questions. Who is the Mimic? How does he mimic others? And how did he track Cassie into coming back thinking that he was Gregory? And of course, all of this will be answered in my next video, where we officially take on and platinum Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic. I will see you guys then.